Welcome here to Shy Sports Live. We have game one of a three-game set between the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. The Cubs coming off of a series loss, their first series loss in many games, as we tried getting through game two of the Dodgers-Cubs series, but it was so long. It was over 3 hours, and I just didn't have the energy, capacity to continue going. But we're going to be here for game one of this three-game set. Might be the only game we broadcast, but let's take a look at the lineups between these two teams. First, for the visiting Cubs, the hitting lineup: Horner, Bush, Bregman, the first three hitters; Happ, Suzuki, Ballesteros, the 4 through 6; Conforto, Swanson, and Pete Armstrong rounding out the starting 9 for the Chicago Cubs. Offense and a defensive alignment: left to right field, Laureano, Merrill, Castellanos; third to first, Machado, Bogarts, Tatis Jr. In France, Freddie Fermin behind the plate as the first of two battery mates. Randy Vasquez is on the mound today for the San Diego Padres. Pitching for them, Cubs coming in at 17-11, the Padres at 18-9. Cubs will be back in Chicago after this three-game set with this short and sweet road trip. Here we go. First set for first pitch. Nico Horner will step up. We're ready for baseball. Randy Vasquez, the first pitch. Fastball on the corner for a strike 0-1. Horner hitting 307, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs. That's in 28 games. That's every game this season so far. Here's the 0-1. It's off to play 1-1. Cubs trying to get back to their winning ways after losing the last two in a row to the Dodgers. Tough team to beat, especially in LA. That's off to play 2-0 now on Horner. 2 balls, no strikes. Horner made his major league debut in San Diego. Here's the 2-1. Fell back to the screen 2-2. Back in 2019, I believe, was his debut. On the road this year, Nico hitting .348, has 2 of his 4 home runs and 15 of his 23 RBIs on the road. Here is the 2-2. Popped out of play, and we'll do it again. Cubs have played pretty well in San Diego in their career, at least from common knowledge. Here is the 2-2. Spike blown away, full count now on Nico. Vasquez enjoying an early battle. Probably not, though. Here's the 3-2. Little slap, a foul ball, blown away. The pitch was blown away. We'll do it again. Nico just does a good job. He knows he's starting to go too far, and he just waves at it and get a piece of it. 3-2. Off the plate, ball 4. Leadoff walk to start this game. Took 8 pitches. Cubs will absolutely take it. It's a good start for them. An 8-pitch battle, and Horner wins the walk. And now the batter will be Michael Bush. Here's Michael Bush. Bush starting to get it going a little bit. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball 0-1. I think that was a slider. Here's the 0-1. Ball's pulled foul. 0-2 now on Bush. Michael Busch out west in his career with the Cubs against the NL West. This is 35 games, 326, 11 home runs, 26 RBIs. Had a really good career against the NL West. Hopefully that can continue. Had a decent series against the Dodgers. Here's the 0-2. That's low and in. It's 1-2. 1-2 strikes on Michael Busch. Hitting .214 on the season. 5 on the pitch clock for Vasquez. 1-2. And the hands fouled off. We'll do it again. Vasquez just cannot seem to get these Cubs hitters out. 12 pitches deep. A lot of foul balls already off of Vasquez. And of course, the 8-pitch walk to start the game. It's a good start for Cubs offense. 1-2. Swing and a miss on a fastball chest high. That's on number 1. Vasquez gets his first strikeout of the game. First out of the game. Another pitch probably should have laid off for Busch. He knew it right away based off of his wordage. 1 out. Doesn't make him Alex Bregman hitting .252 on the year. 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. Had a good game 1 against the Dodgers, and he kind of fell apart games 2 and 3. So that catches a corner for a strike going 1. Of course, for Vasquez and the Padres, a double play here, and that's a good pitch count done anyway. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-2 now on Bregman. Beautiful evening here in San Diego. Nice crowd on hand for a Monday night. Of course, back in Chicago, it's been rainy most of the day, really windy. 0-2. Head high, it's 1-2 now. The White Sox game was in a delay. Not sure if they're still in a delay. Yeah, they're still in a delay. No cancellation yet. 1-2. Off the plate, 2-2 now. 17 pitches now for Vasquez.
Padres lost both of those games. I think part of the reason he didn't pitch in the wild card.
2-2. Fly ball deep left field. Alex Bregman. Oh, what a catch by Laureano, robbing him of a home run. Ramon Laureano robbed Alex Bregman of a home run. What a catch. My gosh. Unbelievable. Bregman, off the bat, sounded like a no doubt at the left center field, but clearly it wasn't. Might have been more off the end of the bat, and Laureano just stole a home run. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, here's Ian Happ. First pitch to him is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Take a look here on the replay. That would not have been a home run based off of that replay, but still would have robbed at least a double and a run. 0-1. Misses high, 1-1. Still, what a wonderful play.
The overall numbers
Ian. 1 ball and a strike on Happ to 1-1. Fly ball right center field. Castellanos will come in and make the catch for the third out. 21 pitch inning, but the Cubs don't score as they strand once at the bottom of the first to go. Matthew Boyd and the Cubs coming up on defense. Welcome back into the bottom of the first inning. Take a look at our Padres lineup for this Game 1 series. First with three hitters, Laureano, Tatis Jr., Merrill, Machado, Bogarts, Andujar, the 4 through 6, and the 7 through 9, France, Castellanos, and Fermin. Right out the starting 9 offense. We'll get to the defense here in just a second. As Matthew Boyd will check set in the first pitch of his outing. This is inside for ball 1. Left to right field, Conforto, Pico, Armstrong, Seiya Suzuki, third to first. Bregman, Swanson, Horner, and Bush. Moises Ballesteros getting a start behind the plate. And Matthew Boyd on the mound. And it's 2-0 now to Laureano to start this game. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Also, it looks like we're gonna have. Sorry, Riley Martin is out 8 weeks. It sounds like the 2-1. It's inside. It's 3-1 now. Not a good. Another injury. We're going to have a challenge here. I wonder if Matthew Boyd challenged. Yeah, Matthew did challenge.
First inning, first hitter. I think he regretted that immediately. There's no reason. Greg Council will not be happy.
3-1 down. So it's ball 4. So not only did the Cubs lose the challenge because Matthew Boyd decided he walks him on 5 pitches and they'll bring up Tatis.
To start Ballesteros was Boyd pitching. You think about easing Ballesteros in behind the plate, and Boyd is a guy that really shuts down the running game. So it takes the burden off of Bo in that regard, at least in large part.
First pitch to Tatis. That's at the knees for a strike, 0-1.
Was to help him get better with his throwing, particularly when a runner's going to try to steal second. They lowered the arm slot a little bit. He got better. He got to the point where they're confident enough to put him out there.
This is a second career start for Ballesteros, the catcher. 0-1. Chopper hit weakly back to Boyd. He's going to bobble it. He'll have to throw to first, and he gets the out there for the first out. So 1 gone. That'll bring up Jackson Merrill. Laureano takes second. If he's able to field this cleanly, he might get the out at second, but good job for Boyd to keep calm, stay calm, and get the out at first. 1 out, don't bring up Jackson Merrill, another lefty. First pitch. It's off the play for ball 1. By the way, that challenge from Matthew Boyd that was failed. It was about 2 inches inside, so not a good challenge for Matthew. And I think he knew it immediately based off of his reaction after hitting the challenge. So 1-0. Hard at ground ball to the right side hole. That'll get through. Laureano's going to turn, and he's going to come home. The throw from Suzuki is cut off from Bush, and that's going to give the Padres a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. So a walk, a bobbled ground ball, which only leads to 1 out at first, and Merrill makes him pay with a single RBI single to right. Here's Machado, first pitch on the corner. That's a strike, 0-1. Machado hitting 209 this season. 0-1. That's all. It's 1-1.
the fact that Boyd controls the running game as well as anybody in the game.
1-1. Well, flare to right field is going to fall in front of Suzuki. Merrill's going to head to third, and Machado's going to have a weak pop fly single. And that's runners on the corners now with 1 out.
You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about calling the game because Matthew Boyd's a pitch count guy. He can call a pitch anytime he wants. Really good pitch. Just a very fortunate case of swinging the bat. So Merrill at third.
Here's Bogarts now. That's a strike. Speaking of pitch count, Boyd's at 13. He only has 1 out. 2 hits already off of Boyd. Flying drive right at Horner, though, and that'll be out number 2. So 2 gone. That'll bring up Miguel Andujar. Andujar, former Yankee, played for the Athletics last season. That was off the end of the bat. I think it was a changeup that Boyd threw, and that. With 2 outs, Padres already had the 1-0 lead. First pitch. That misses low for ball 1. Our umpires for tonight's ball game: home plate umpire Dan Merzel at first, Dan Bellino, Mark Urbinger at second, and Shane Leibensberger at third. We've seen this crew before. Andujar hitting .311 in 18 games this season. 1-0. Curveball up and away, 2-0. Andujar reaches. France is on deck. Highest batting average since 2024 against lefties. Andujar, .385. He leads all hitters. It's a minimum of 150 at bats. Here's the 2-0. Off the plate and 3 straight missing for Boyd. In danger of walking his second of the inning and game. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Padres already on top, 1-0. Trying to make it at least a second run, the 3-0. That's low, and that's a 4-pitch walk. Bases are going to be loaded for France.
A lot of traffic right now. A lot of traffic.
France, 265, 3 home runs. All of his RBIs are on the solo home run ball, which is 3. Boyd needs to get it out here. That's 5 straight out of the zone for Boyd as he misses inside. It's 1-0. Vasquez threw 21 pitches in the top half of the first inning. 1-0. That's in there for a strike, 1-1.
So there's a bunch of dudes on this team that he knows intimately from the clubhouse as a team. And the one thing the teammates, his former teammates know about it, there's leadership there.
On a strike.
Fans respect.
The pitch. Inside nearly hits France. It's 2-1.
Learning as he goes. He's enjoyed it.
2 balls and a strike on Ty France.
One thing that helps too, having a good team. This team's been to the playoffs around the last 6 years. 2 years in a row now. 90-win ball club that he took over. 2-1 now. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Here's a 2-1. In on the hands, fouled off, 2-2 now.
We talked last year in the early going about the velocity for Matthew Boyd. 95, 96.
2 balls and a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases juiced here in the bottom of the first inning. 22 pitches for Boyd, and he'll step off. Boyd would like to get an early first out or early third out and try and get out of this inning with just the 1 run. 2-2. That's foul to play, and we'll do it again. So another hefty inning, and this is a bullpen that is really taxed with injuries and bullpen pitchers getting workloads. Here's a 2-2. And side count's going to run full. All runners will be off at the pitch. Nowhere to put him. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Padres. Boyd's 25th pitch of the inning and the game. The 3-2. Fly ball, left center field. This is going to get down and hop over the wall for a ground rule double. So 2 runs are going to score, and that's going to be an RBI 2-run double for Ty France, and for the Cubs, it's a break because the 3rd run would have scored. But it's 3-0 now here in the first inning. Not a good start for Boyd and his team. Tommy Hotovy already out to talk with Boyd. 25 pitches. Deep already into this game, and Padres will send their 8th hitter of the half inning up. Nicholas Castellanos. First pitch. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. That's a strike, 0-2. So 2 outs, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's a big pitch here. 0-2. Foul to play and want to do it again. Yo 2. Fly ball, center field. PCA charging. Calls off Conforto, makes the catch for the 3rd out. But the Padres get the early damage. They score 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks. And the Cubs are already down 3. Well, to the 2nd on Shy Sports Live. 3-0 Padres. Welcome back here to the top of the second inning. Cubs trail the Padres 3-0 after a 3-spot to begin the game for the Padres. Here's Seiya Suzuki. First pitch fastball catches the corner for strike one. It's not a good first inning for Boyd. He'll go through the batter by batter. Laureano walked. Tatis grounded into a fielder, grounded out to Matthew Boyd, who bobbled the ball, and he had to throw back to first. It's 1-1 now on Suzuki. Jackson Merrill singled to right, scoring Laureano. Machado scored to right, put in runners on the corners. Suzuki fouls off, so 1-1. It's 1-2 now. Bogarts line out to Nico Horner for the second out, but Andujar walked, and Ty France doubled the left center field on the ground rule double. Castellanos flew out the inning, but that 2-run ground rule double from France gave the Padres a 3-0 lead. And Cubs caught a break that had hopped into the stands, because if it didn't, then that fourth run would have scored easily. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Suzuki. Chases the high sinker, fouls it off.
Michael Conforto was watching and Seiya blasted one up there, and he sort of shaking his head. He said, "I don't think I've ever seen anything different there."
The 2-2. Fly ball hit pretty well left center field. Going back, track, wall. That ball is gone. Seiya Suzuki, a solo shot, cuts that lead to 2. And the Cubs are down by 2. A 5th home run of the year for Suzuki, 104 miles per hour off the bat. And a projected distance of 391 feet. An excellent home run shot there for Suzuki. Bregman just missed a 2-run shot in the first, and Suzuki goes yard. And the Cubs have cut it to a 2-run run deficit.
This is a really, really good lineup for the Cubs tonight. I don't feel like that 2 runs is going to be enough.
First pitch is a strike to Ballesteros. 0-1. Foul ball 1-2.
I think back to game 1, the Cubs were down 1-0 in the 5th inning, and it was Suzuki that led off.
0-2. Ballesteros fouls someone off. Ballesteros hitting .397.
Here we go.
Oh, 2. Ground ball hit weakly towards first. France will grab it, flip on their hand to Vasquez, and that is on number 1. So 1 gone. That'll bring up Michael Conforto. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do it tonight either. I'm just too tired. I apologize.